If you're looking for information on how to potentially obtain an opportunity within the construction industry here in Canada as an internationally trained professional, please stay tuned and listen to an inspiring story from an immigrant in Canada from the Philippines. Good day everyone, I'm Renin and welcome to Immigrant in Canada. If you've seen my previous video, you probably have an idea on what to expect in this episode. If you haven't seen it, please feel free to click the link that will show up on my screen and it will take you to the first episode of this series, wherein the objective is for you to be able to learn through the experiences of others. For this episode, our guest is another good friend of mine who is also one of the board members of the Association of the Filipino-Canadian Engineers here in Ontario. I would also say that he's probably someone that you can call as a networking superstar because you can pretty much see him in most of the professional and or networking events happening here in the Greater Toronto area. Everyone, let's all listen to Dave Estrella.
My name is Dave Estrella. I am originally from the Philippines. I came to Canada in 2000 with a bachelor's degree in civil engineering. I had an experience as a structural engineer with specialty in oil and gas before I came to Canada. I live and work in Toronto right from day one. Well, obstacle is an understatement. I don't have any expectations when I started planning to move to Canada. Being young and restless at that time, all I wanted was to migrate to a first world nation. I must admit, I did not prepare myself for a new life in Canada. In early 2001, it was a challenge looking for a job as Canada just emerged from financial crisis. And year after that, the 9/11. Almost all employers were looking for a Canadian experience, and it just became a frustration afterwards looking for a job relevant to my education and acquired skills. I did not know anyone, and I don't have any idea on how to navigate the system. There was a little or no support group for immigrants like us when I arrived. So what I did was I enrolled myself in an estimating certificate in a local college to have a Canadian education in lieu of the Canadian experience. Although my experience at that time would find opportunities in Alberta, I chose to stay in Ontario. After almost 6 months of rejection in all of my job applications in any civil engineering work, I decided to find odd jobs to pay for my bills. I can't say to my landlord or to the grocery store that I can't pay because I'm looking for a job. Somehow I need to make ends meet. So my first job was as a sales clerk at 7-Eleven, and it lasted for a week. Then I worked as a data entry clerk for a market research company. In each and every day, I went to work for 3 years. And I would say to myself, I can do better than that. While at that market research company, I applied for an internal job. I applied as a statistician. I did not get the job because I don't have any Canadian experience. And that's when I decided to enroll at the local college. I started gaining network of fellow immigrants looking for a job in construction until this small group became a bigger network. And after that, I found a job in construction. Well, I never stopped learning. I finished my master's in construction management at the university in England, and right now I am halfway to my doctor's in business administration. I also took few self-development courses in leadership and social media marketing. Oh yes, social media marketing. I guess the key to career advancement is the thirst for knowledge. Never stop learning, whether it is a formal or an informal education. I am a professional engineer and a professional quantity surveyor in Ontario. I work in the project management team for a builder. A typical day would be strategic planning, coordination, site visit, estimating, and oh yeah, lots and lots of meetings. So construction is the fourth largest industry in Canada after real estate, manufacturing, and finance. It is a huge industry, and yet almost everyone knows everybody. So what I think are the necessary factors for success in this industry? Aside from a good knowledge of the ins and outs of the industry, I believe it is integrity. Do the right thing all the time, anytime. So aside from that, I believe communication skills and teamwork play a major role for any success, not only in construction, but also in any industry for that matter. Be able to express yourself as well as understand what others are saying. Ask questions if you need to. There's nothing wrong with that. Be nice to people around you. Say good morning, how are you? And yes, weather is a good topic to start with any conversation. Can't go wrong with that. Always say please and thank you anytime, all the time. So there are many career pathways in construction. You can join as a journeyman, in trades, site supervisor, project management, and estimating. Although the methodology of construction is the same in any parts of the world, there are certainly few differences. For one, we have extreme weather here in Canada, whereas in any other countries, they don't experience frost and snow. In many parts of the world, construction is very labor intensive, whereas here in Canada, we use lots of machines and equipment. Having said that, it is important that we familiarize ourselves with the differences in materials and methodologies, standards, and codes. There are lots of seminars available from many professional organizations, or you can even enroll in any community college. Health and safety is a big thing in Canada. You need to have certifications in WMAs, working at heights, site supervising, etc., etc. Usually, these are provided by the employer. There are many laws and regulations that govern construction, all for the health and safety of everyone. So if you wish to become an estimator, familiarize yourself with the CSI master format and the methods of measurement. Be able to understand the CCDC contracts. All of these can be learned from your professional organization or in the community college. Certainly, there are many avenues to enter the industry. All you need to know is to know your skills and passion and go from there. Final words. Okay, first, challenge yourself. Always remember who you are before you came to Canada. You have a degree and a career to begin with. So whether you work in a survival job or in a professional office, always say to yourself, I can do better than that. 2, invest in yourself. Education is a very good investment. A professional development course once a year goes a long, long way. Never stop learning, and remember, small pain for a long-term gain. Your small sacrifices today will definitely pay off later on in your life. 3, network. I can't emphasize that enough. Be it at work or in your professional office, community organizations, or even in a coffee shop, find every opportunity to network. And lastly, when all things have settled, give back to your community. Always pay it forward.
And there you have it. I hope you learned something new, especially in the field of construction here in Ontario. If you have any comments, suggestions, or requests on what profession you would like to know more about in my future videos, please feel free to message me in the comment section below. If you think that this is helpful for you and you have someone in your network that can be benefiting from this video as well, please do not forget to share this content. Thank you everybody, and enjoy the rest of the week.